So the opposite of concatenation is splitting. So in the previous lecture, we looked at concatenation and a few different ways of concatenating a NumPy array. In this lecture, we're going to cover splitting of arrays. We have three methods here: split, vsplit, which is a vertical split, and hsplit, which is the horizontal split. So let's start. I'm going to create a one-dimensional array here. X equals np dot random dot rand int. It's going to be going to have values from 0 to 9, and the size is going to be 10. There are multiple different ways of making one-dimensional array, as you have seen before. I'm just using this one here. X, as you can see, we have this array X with elements 10, or I can say the length of this array is 10. So now, how can we do a split on this? So to do the split, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do np.split, supply that array X, and then I'm going to supply these split points 3, 5. What exactly is the split point? So these are basically indexes. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to make a first split there, and then it's going to make the second split at the index 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to have the second split here, but since we already took these guys, it's going to take these, and the remaining ones will be these. So always remember, we have 2 split points here. That means we're going to get n plus 1 subarrays. That means we're going to get 3 subarrays. So if you have, as in this example, we have 2 split points, so we get 3 subarrays. If we have 3 split points, we're going to get 4 subarrays. If you have 15 split points, we're going to get 16 subarrays. So always with n split points, you get n plus 1 subarrays, right? And I'll show you why. So let's run this. So as you can see, 218. Let's review this again. The index, where is the index 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. So we got, not including the third one, but everything before that, we got this one here, 218. That's the first subarray. The fifth index, where is that? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the fifth one. Okay, always just remember that this is the fifth index. But since we got these two already, right, so we cannot choose them anymore, right? So we're gonna get this guy, which is a 0, 6, and all the remaining ones will go in the last subarray, which is the third array, right? That's why we always get n plus 1 subarrays. So we get all the split points, and then we get whatever is remaining, right? So we have 3 subarrays here for 2 split points, and these split points are what? They are just indexes. So that's how you do a split. There's another thing called hsplit or vsplit. So let's look into those as well. For that, I'm going to make a 2-dimensional array. So I'm going to do np dot range. Let's make it into 16, and then so if I just run that, that's just a 1-dimensional array. And how do you make a 1-dimensional array into a 2-dimensional array? You use a reshape method, right? So you're going to reshape, and always remember you're going to have 2 brackets here, 4, 4. So that means give me an array of 4 by 4. 4 by 4 is 16. So that will work for this, right? Let's run this again. There you have it. So you have 4 rows and 4 columns, right? So let's do a v-split on this. So what exactly is a v-split? As the name suggests, a vertical split, right? So vertical split. Vertical is like this, top to bottom, right? So let's make a split at the index 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's make a split at index 2, which is this. So what's going to happen is you're going to again get 2 for 1. For 1 split point, you're going to get 2 subarrays. 1 this, and the remaining half is going to be the second subarray. So let's do that. Grid np.vsplit is the vertical split from top to bottom. You're going to supply your array, grid, and then you're going to supply the index, which is the row index this time. And as you can see, we're going to get 2 subarrays, and there you have it. You have the first subarray here, you have the second subarray here, right? 2 subarrays. How can you do the horizontal split? So if we have to do a horizontal split here, we have 0, 1, 2, 3. So what we're going to do is np.split grid, and let's just make it, you know what? Let's just give it 1 this time. So index of 1. So think what's going to happen now. So I'm giving it an index of 1. So make a split on that index. So 0, 1, right? This is 1 here. So I'm going to get this as my first subarray, and I have a feeling I'm going to get all of this as the second subarray. So let's see. There you go. So you have oh, that's why you gotta make this into H. There you have it. So you have 0, 4, 8, 12 as the first subarray, and all the remaining ones from here, they are into the second subarray. So there you have it. So this is a lecture on splits, how you're gonna do the splitting of NumPy arrays, and we looked at 3 methods: the basic split, the vertical split, and the horizontal split.